Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to learn how to make a vegetable and cheese omelet. For our vegetables, we're going to be using onion, tomato, red pepper, and American cheese. We're going to start by dicing up our onion. I've already peeled it. We're going to do small slits going across, but we're not going all the way through. You notice that the onion still stays together. Then we're going to go halfway. And then we're going to go across. And now I'll give you a nice diced onion. I'm going to start cooking this immediately. I find that a lot of people don't like raw onion. Some people love raw onion, but a lot of people don't. I've never gotten a complaint serving sauteed onion in omelet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my fire on. I'm going to add, this is actually going to be too much onion for an omelet. We probably need about half of it. So we're going to add about half the onion. Good. Now I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. Not a lot. Let this saute for a couple minutes. While this is sauteing, I'm going to dice up my pepper. This is a piece of red pepper. You can use yellow or green, orange, whatever color you like. Right now I'm going to cut out the white pith. Get rid of that. And I'm going to go across the pepper. I always keep my fingers like this. Thumb behind, fingers like this. The knife goes up against my fingers, that way I don't cut myself. Same like the onion, I'm going to go across. And I'm going to go halfway. Like that. And then go across again. And this is going to give me like a nice diced tomato. We have our tomato. Tomato's ready. Let's check our onions. Let's turn down the fire a little bit. It's cooking a little high. While that's going, I'm going to open up my cheese, get that ready, and then I'm going to crack my eggs. I'm going to stir our onions. I'm using large eggs. Our onions are cooking nicely. It's actually starting to brown. At this point, I'm going to add some pepper. We're going to mix up our eggs. We give this a mix. Now the omelet that we make is going to be what we call a fluffy omelet. Very often if you go into a diner, you get a flat, lifeless omelet. It just looks very, very flat. This is going to be nice and fluffy. The way we're going to do that is we're going to continually mix it and it's going to form curds. It's called a French omelet. Just for another few seconds. If you look, our onions are, a little bit brown. Our peppers are cooked a little bit. Add a little bit of tomato to that. And as soon as I add the tomatoes, I'm going to put the eggs in. I'm using a non-stick pan. The key to making a nice fluffy omelet is to keep mixing it. As the eggs set, you want to move it. Like you'll see as the eggs set, you want to move it away. And then what that does is it forms nice curds and gives you a nice fluffy omelet. Now you see that the eggs are starting to set. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of flatten out the omelet at this point. We'll turn this down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to cook it. I'm going to flip it first. Now, you notice that the omelet's not moving. I'm moving the pan and it's not moving at all. That means you cannot flip it. This is a heat-resistant spatula. You notice the red handle. If you use a regular white spatula, it's possible that you'll burn the spatula. So try to use a heat-resistant spatula. What I've done is I'm trying to loosen it. Next, now the omelet moves. So that means you can flip it. You're going to bring the omelet to the edge of the pan and flip. Going to cook it just for another few seconds. Going to add my cheese. A proper French omelet actually has no brown. I'm a caterer by profession, and I've worked several hundred omelet stations. I find most Americans like a little brown in their omelet. If you don't like brown, turn down the flame when you start cooking and your omelet won't be brown. So flip it over. Oh. That broke a little bit, but that's okay. When we put it on the plate, it's not going to matter. We're actually going to put the rounded edge on the side of the pan, which is important for when you flip the omelet over. We have our plate. We're going to bring it right to the edge. See how it's moving? And then just flip. You'll have a nice fluffy omelet. Turn off our heat. Now we're going to add a little bit of garnish, make it look pretty. This is just some baby greens. You can use whatever you like. Some people use potatoes. This is a little bit more healthier. Gonna add some cucumber. And you have a vegetable omelet ready to enjoy.